Hey everyone, welcome back to the another project session. So today what we're going to build is, we're going to create a bookstore with the help of JavaScript. Okay. And we're going to use Tailwind CSS. So this is all about a front-end project, how we can create a bookstore application with the help of JavaScript and then Tailwind CSS. Okay. So not only that, beyond that, what we're going to see is we're going to discuss about how to create our own fake API, and we're going to discuss a lot about APIs and the datas and how, if you are a front end developer, how we handle those front end requests and how we will do this. And those things we're going to discuss it now. Okay, so let's get started with that. So just right click on new, click on this folders. Okay, so just going to, and we're going to use version control also for this project. Okay, so I'm going to show you all the methods that you can simply implement it and you can get the benefit of it. Okay, so you don't want to do anything as a front-end developer, you want to do a clone, you can follow the exact same step what I'm going to do and you can get that benefit. Okay, so here what are the things I need is, I need a terminal. So just opening my terminal, you can use git bash instead of hyper terminal, you can use git bash, that is well and good. And here I just going to use VS code. And then we need a browser. Let us go here, I'm opening up a browser for me. Okay, so this is going to be my browser. So I'm just going to keep this aside and this one. Okay, here let me rename, we can create a file. It is index.html. Okay, and then we don't need a style file. Okay, so let me explain how you can add, right now we can add tailwind css, or else you can go with some other file. Let me tell you that. Okay, so how you can add tailwind css also. Here we need another file that is called app.js, and I need another file that is called data.js. Okay, so here once we have started it, so now what we can do is go for our terminal. So here I just going to initialize my git. Okay, inside this I going to git initializes, and I just going to ask what the status of the git. The status of the git is, right now there is no commit and there is three files is created. Now I just going to say git add everything, git checking the status whether if it is added to the staging area or not. So it is added to the staging area, you can see it in a green file. And if you want to remove from the stage area, this is the command that you want to pause. And I don't want to remove, I just want to commit it. I just say git commit dash m. Okay, started, I just mentioning started books front end app, like this. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so we made a mistake. Okay, books app, like this. Now it is done. So the now next thing is, we need a books. I just going to say like what we can say, like a bookstore. Let us go here, bookstore online. Let us go here. You can able to see some of the application that is showing. Okay, let us click on here and just have a look into this, how the bookstores is created. Well, they have so much of functionality and it is added here. Okay, so right now what we are going to focus is this one. Okay, we're just going to focus on this one. I mean simply like this one. Okay, so you can consider this entire thing. Okay, so that's what it is. So here what I'm going to do is, what I'm going to do is, for this I just this. Okay, what we're going to do, note it down this, what are the things that are added. You can see this, so it is not something great responsive, but it is fine. Okay, if you just hover minimum screen, then you can see the, absolutely it is not responsive page, this is not a responsive application. That is fine. More or less it is fine, it is okay. Okay, we can say like this. Okay, we will create more thing that greater than this. Okay, so we need a book cover and the title and the author and the price. Okay, or we can say the original price and the discounted price. These all are the things. So where these are getting from, these are getting from the APIs, backend data providing. Okay, so we backend developer, we already know how to create APIs and everything, right? So if an admin need to add a new book, they can just view the image details and everything, the book will be added in the front end. Same like this here, what we going to do, we're going to create an API. Okay, so API is always an nested array nested objects. Okay, this is going to be array nested object, a list of objects, that's what it is. Okay, like this. Okay, so it will be like this. Now here, what are the things we need? We need image, right? You can add it in a JSON format like this. Okay, and here what I can say this is, here I can go and say this, we need an image. So I just, let me try to copy this image, copy image address, copy image address. I just paste it here. Okay, so this is going to be the image, and what is the next one? It is going to be the title. Okay, the next one is going to be the title. Just give a comma, don't forget it, it is an object. Okay, so once it is a title, it is going to be its ends with us. Okay, like this is going to be the title. And what is going to be the author name? Author. So the author name is Colin Hoover. Is going to be the author name. And then finally it's going to be my MRP price is going to be, let us say, 4499, 499. And my DP, or we can say discount price, DP price, well, this is going to be 304. Okay, so the same replica we need to do it for everything, every other books we need to do it. Okay, so I just going to change every details and everything. We will do one thing, this title and then image we will change it. Okay, so what I can do, just go here, copy this, paste it, paste it. This is our information. Okay, so remove this image, copy this ugly love, copy this image address, and this paste it here. And what is the title? It's going to be ugly love, this one. And remove this image, go for kid space, copy this image address. It is going to be the kids who came from, the kids who came from, like this. Okay, and then this one, copy image address, and then here I just going to add this love hypothesis. Okay, this is, and all other things I keep it as it is same. You can change anything as you want. So now thing is, well, we don't have any database and everything, so I need to add this into a link. So for that only we have some fake JSON API generators is available. So one of the thing is mockio.in, mocky.io. If you go for this one, well, you can able to create your fake JSON thing. Okay, sorry, okay. Okay, let me come up with another website. Okay, so here you can see this. Okay, so this is how it will be look. So here you can paste your JSON, what is the JSON response that you want to get. It will provides an API with authentication links for you. Okay, so now what we can do is, let us go for our, here, copy this, come down, paste it here, and just say create API. Okay, so we have some invalid JSON. It is showing what's happened. That we check that valid JSON. We need to store it. Valid JSON. Okay, let me copy this. Let me paste it this one. Okay, here it is also showing invalid JSON. Let me check with the double quotes. I think so. Let me copy this one. Okay, paste it here. Create same. Let me change this to double quotes hello, hi. Okay, I think the single quotes is not working. Let me check with single quotes. Okay, okay, I think the single quotes is not working here. Okay, so what we need to do, we need to change this to double quotes. Okay, let me do it this quickly. Then we can add this. Okay, like this. We need to change it for everything. Give me a moment. Just takes around 4 minutes. We can done quickly. That's it. Okay. Now let us check this value. Yeah, it is working. So we need to update everything, guys, according to it. So let me change quickly. Okay. Don't care about if anything is misspelled or anything like that. Need to look into before itself. We just forgot. We do one thing. We just create another object. Sorry, another array that contain this object. Okay, and then same type of four objects. Okay, like this. And now let us change each and everything, the image and everything. Okay, one, two, three. Okay, let us copy the image, change this, copy this image, and change this. Okay, okay. Then it's going to be the second one. Second one. Remove this. Go here. Change this. add it here. Then what is this one is ugly low, add here. So this is more than enough. What I'm going to do, I just wrap everything. Is that everything is fine? Opening is there, closing is there. Yeah, opening is there, closing is there, opening is there, closing is there, and closing everything is fine. Let us copy this one, go for here, here, yeah. Let us go here, add to this, create an API. We are getting a link. Just copy this link, go here, and then paste it here. Now you can see our responses successfully get it. So this is our fake API. Well done. That's it. Now I don't want this one. Remove this. If you want to add something extra in future, you can add it. Okay, that is fine. So here, what are we going to do is first one. Here, let me add it. Okay. So now let us see how to add Tailwind CSS. Tailwind CSS.org. If you go for here, you will see lot of thing. Okay. So just click on this get started, and you can able to see play Syrian, right? And you can add the Syrian app, or you can go for using post CSS. So with the help of terminal, you just want to do this setup things. Once you did this kind of setup things, then you will automatically walk with those whatever the step by step in things that they have done, they can tell it. Okay, let's see how it is working. I'm just going to call this one. Okay, you just want to copy this, go here, paste it here, and then run it. Okay, so you can add Syrian also, but if you are working in a bit of production level projects, then going with this one is great. Okay, so it will create some files for you. Okay, in it. Okay, you can check here whether where it is created. Okay, so we have created, installed. Okay, so it is successfully installed. Now the next second one is you just want to add this one. Okay, here the second command is in the new folder. Again, just adding npx tailwind in it, and you can able to get this tailwind config.js, this file. Okay, so the next thing is what you need to do is you need to actually a file need to create. It is not created. We can create a file name with this, and then we can add those things. So let us go here, create a file that is going to be post.config, and here just come here and copy everything, go here, paste it, save it. That's it. Okay, it's from here. And in tailwind config, you just want to add this space. Okay, so wherever you want to add everything, you just want to mention which file you are going to use. You need to mention it. So here in config, in content area, I just going to add not something like soc and everything all. I just going to tell like this one, sorry, html js, just dollar sign. So it indicates that for everywhere that is having .html and .js, I just want to use this my Tailwind CSS thing. Okay, and here you're going to have a main.js, and you just want to add it here. Okay, so let us copy this one also, create a main.css file, and let me add that one. Okay, I'm just going to say main.css. So here only you're going to have the some default changes that you're going to make now. So that will be comes under here. Okay, so that's it. And now you can just say npm run dev and everything. It will become and everything. It will be there. And here they will say that what you can add. You just want to connect your main.css file with the link, and then start to add your thing. Let us go and check it. Here I'm just going to add a link for css, where I'm going to get the css is /main.css. Okay, and here like I say h1 hello, and here we can add the class class. I just going to say text. You can see some of the things, right? So these all are uh, Tailwind CSS recommendation. You just want to install an extension called Tailwind Telekinesis. Okay, so that's what you need to install. And once you done this, now let us open this with go live. Open here. Yeah, it is here. I think it is not at work. Let me check this. Sorry. Okay. So here it is going to be main.css where index.js. Here I just want to say like PG purple something like this. We can see this is not it worked. So what we're going to do, we're going to check it why it is not working. Okay. So here let us run this in the npm also. Yeah, this is not it. Okay. So let me show you this one. Mm, okay. So you just want to follow the same thing. You if you follow the same thing that is given in the documentation, then you will probably get this result. Okay. So right now, what the thing that we're going to create it, just try to recreate something similar to this. Okay, so not the whole responsiveness and everything we are not able to create. Okay, so we can focus on some of the cart application and then we can create it. Okay, so let us do for this screen size. Okay, so here let us go here. Okay, so I just going to say text center. You can see it is coming to the center, and if you want to add some font family you can say text. You can go here, so you can use, and another one is also tailwind cheat sheet. Tailwind cheat sheet. Okay, if we go for this one, there's a pretty good resources that contains everything about. If you want to a new for here, you just go here and you can use it. Okay, so some of the things that is very different, right? That's what you can see. Font family, we have sans serifs and monos there. So if I want to use sans serif as for my heading, just copy this one and come here, paste it, give a space, and you can able to see the sans serif thing. uh, just give it a refresh. You can see a difference in the text. Okay, so now I just going to say my book book store. Okay, so this is going to be there, and if you want to give a padding, just give p. You can able to see what are the padding sizes is there. I just give p8. You can able to see the difference, right? So now what you can do is, for example, here if you want to add any icons or something, anything you want to add it. Okay, so if you just want to add it here, I just want to keep it that aside. So what you can do, okay, so normal in HTML, how we will do, we will create a div, and inside the div we're going to have those two items. Okay, so one item and then another item. So here the item is going to be a logo. Okay, so for adding logo, what we can do is, let us go for bootstrap icons. Okay, you can just go here, icons, you can search, a lot of things will be here. So for a couple of documentation things that you need to do to add this one to your websites. Okay, so you just want to add it. How can you add it? This is bootstrap team icons. Learn more about icons installations. You can just install it and you can use it. They are we having this option, so just go and install this one for my npm. So I just go here, let me add this here for npm. Okay, so here you can see it quickly, it will be installed quickly. Okay, okay, it is installed. Now let us check how to use this. Okay, so I just click here. If you want to use it, just copy this, go for your VS Code and just paste it here and just save it here. Come for your uh, online application document. You can check it here. Just refresh. No, it is not working. Let me, I think I missed out something. Copy this one and then paste it. Okay, okay, so it is not getting. Let me go for another CDN. Is there any CDN? Is there? Checking whether it is successfully installed. Yeah, it is installed successfully only. Go here, package.json, bootstrap icon is installed. I think I need to check out after installation if I want to do something or anything. Let us go for install. After install icons. Okay, recording. Where is the documentation? Accessibility, styling, usage, installation. Let us click on this. Well, bootstrap icons. Once you install this, I think we need to add this one. You can see we having CDN also. We add this one also, and then we can check it. Okay, so or then go here, copy this, paste it to index.js above the main.css file. Here also copy this, paste it, import font awesome icons URL. Yeah, you can see we getting here. Okay, so CDN is working. Now what I'm going to do is, okay, let us keep here. So go here. What we can do is, I don't want this one. I want the background class name as purple 300 for the entire store. Okay, and then not here P18. It's going to be here P18 like this. Okay, and then here we can view the classes text center, and for icons also you can use the same text styles. You can see the text style how it is increasing and then everything. Okay, so the same thing that you need to do. Okay, so here instead of this icon, what I want another icon that is going to be a burger menu. Okay, scroll down, scroll down. Yeah, this one. Click VIVI list. Let us copy this, add this one, save it. Now you will get this list of icons. Okay, you can add the adding functionality also if you wish to. Okay, So now the next thing is here the div is connected, then I just going to add an h1. Okay, this is going to be my book store. Like this we can add class text to excel. Okay, font family sans, and then text like this, text center. So these all are comes into handy like once you started to practice this. Okay, so you can use the cheat sheet to do these things also, and then it will be much more like I think we added Tailwind cheat sheet, right? So here you can add this and everything it will come. Okay, so now the next thing is here what we're going to do is we're going to create another div. Well, this is going to be our container div, class container div. Okay, well, here only we're going to get our response and we're going to add so much of things. So this is the time to work on JavaScript. Go for app.js, click on here, click on here, click on here, app.js. And I hope that you have the link, right? Just copy this. We need this URL link. Okay. And I just say const URL equal to this. Sorry, const URL equal to this link. Okay, just saving it. The one more thing is add the script tag dot slash app.js. Okay, that's it. Okay, and here the next thing is what we going to do is, well, we need to fetch the API and we need to work on it. Okay, so for fetch the API we have the fetch. Okay, put the URL here. Okay, and then we just want to add, I just want to create a function. Okay, so that function, let me make this as an arrow function. Let me call this as response, and then pass the response into a normal object, then create a data, then pass the data to some other place. So in my case it is going to be console.log data, log your data. Okay, so here comes, click on this, click on inspect, click on console, and on type error dot dan, I think I misspelled somewhere. Yeah, dot then. Okay, console.log data. Okay, you can see we are getting our data in an object manner. So you can use lot of method. Table, I using table. Now you can see we are getting the response in table. So this is the index and this is what we are getting. So now the next thing is we just want to implement that. So here what I'm going to do is I just going to say display data. Well, display is going to be a function. So I'm just going to create a function display. And you can notice one thing, that this display function is declared after the function is invoked. So which means the function is invoking here, after that only it is going to create. Okay, so how it is possible? Well, if you know about hoisting, then this is possible. Okay, so hoisting, it will move, it will store your function. JavaScript is going to read your function and store your function before the execution is going to take place. So you can able to call, you can invoke your function before the execution. That is the thing. Okay, so here it is going to be the data, and I just going to say books. Okay, I just going to get everything. So now what I'm going to do is, well, it is going to be an array. So I just going to loop through the array. So what is this? books dot for each for each for each okay book, okay, and then it is going to return something. So what it is going to return? Well, it is going to return each and every object. So here I just going to use const destructuring book. So what are the things that I wanted? I'm going to destructure it. Okay, it's going to be book. From the object book, I just going to destructure it. Now let us come to the data.js. What are the things we are having? img, title, author, mrp, dp. So these are all the things we wanted. So it's going to be an image, img. Check the spelling. If you are making any spelling errors, then probably you will not end up with right answer. So copy paste the thing. MRP, and then it's going to be DP. Okay, saving here. Now the next thing is we having these things. So now the next thing is before this, I'm just going to say const container equal to document dot query selector. Okay, you can use query selector with having the class of container. Okay, so here what I want to do is I just want to add it. So I can say like container dot container dot inner html. Just want to append it. Okay, what I want to append? Well, so for appending things I just going to use this template letters. Okay, just want to append a div, okay, that contain an image, img image, okay, and then going to be an h1, okay, and then going to be the a div, another div, again a div. Okay, here I just going to have the mrp, a paragraph tag, and another paragraph tag, okay, and below this div I just going to have a button, okay, so that button is going to contain by now, okay, this one. Okay, so now it's time to implement all the things. Src, here I just want to add the img, save it, alt, okay, alt, and here I just going to say book image, like this, and here dollar is going to be title, save it, we are getting the title, and here it is going to be dollar, it's going to be our discount price initially, then our mrp price, okay, like this. Okay, so now it's time to add class Tailwind CSS. Okay, I say bg orange 500. You can see we are getting Tailwind CSS also, but you cannot get the recommendation. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, first of all I just go with here class. Okay, so class I just want it in a 3-column row. Go here, go for layouts. You can have some layouts options, with option, sizing property, grid, flex, everything is there. So you can say flex display, flex, we just want to add flex here, flex. Okay, then for flex direction, you want it in a row. Yes, of course I want it in a row. I just say flex row is going to be the flex row direction, and then I need flex wrap. Yes, of course I need a flex wrap. we just say flex wrap. Okay, then grow string. So these order, if you want to add it, you can add it. If I say grow flex grow, I can just add this one grow as one. Okay, like this. Flex string also we can copy and we can add it here. Shrink like this. Go here, have a look into this. Okay, so I just made another mistake. Okay, well, this is not for the here, we need to add it. So, well, the whole thing what we have added, this go into here. Okay, so actually here only we need to add it, and here we don't want to add it, cut it down. Now you can get this, right? So here we just want to add several things. Okay, go here. First thing is I need to align everything in a centered way. So again, I just go for flex. It's going to be a flex. Copy this. Okay, you can able to see this one, but I want it in a flex column. Flex called. Now you can check this again. Same. Now you can say this flex string order, flex wrap, direction. All the things are displayed, right? Okay, flex wrap, flex grow, flex string, and everything is there. And here we can see the box alignment, align items, center. So for this, I just want to say items center. Item is going to be center. Okay. Flex all items arranged in center. Justifying center. Another thing we can do is cut it down, go here. Here we can add the justify center. Well, we are getting this. Okay, now this time to change the thing. So just give each and everything padding right 3, pure 3. Okay, like this. We can give pure 3 to pure 5 like this. Much more great and neater, like you can able to see this, and you can give the top padding also if you wish to. Okay, so p or p top 8. Okay, like this. And what's happened, why it is not in center? Okay, it is in center only. Okay, it is in center. Okay, then we keep like this. Okay, so keep like this. The next one is going to be okay, so because of p or, so let me do one thing. I will just say p10, p10 all the side, then it will be look nicer. And then padding top, remove this. Okay, it will be much more look nicer. Now what we can give is padding is okay. I just want to give margin 3 for all the things. Okay, so p10 instead of p5. Okay, now for border I just give border, simple border. You can see the border how it is looking. I just want a rounded thing, so I just say rounded sm. So it means a small curve is there, so I just say lg, a large, a little bit of dodge curve is there. Okay, the same thing I just want it for my button also. Okay, with feeding padding top 6. Okay, uh, padding bottom also 6. 6 is too high, I just go for 3, and then left and right 6. P right 6, P left 6, like this. Okay, now this is fine for me. Okay, it is okay. but still the image size and everything is we need to change it. Where? Okay. So for image, add the class. Okay, add the class name. Here I just going to say class is going to be image height h3. Okay, very small height 12, or height we can say like height 64. That is an this is that very big. Okay, so 32. Okay, you can add something like this, and then rounded to Excel. You will get like this, or Excel something like this. This is fine, and you can give the. Let us go for this one. Let us see what is we having for the border radius properties. Broader, not border radius property, like filter, rotate, box shadow. Okay, you can see this. We have a lot of back box shadow properties there. Let me add this one. Let's see how it is working. Let me add. I think yeah, a mild box shadows get added. So you can add your custom box shadow also. You can add it. Okay, I will go for a little bit high to differentiate. So I just want to change this to Excel to just view here. Okay, you can see this. It is elevated. So the same box shadow I just going to add it this for this one also. Now you can. It is not added. Shadow Excel is added. Okay, fine. So the next one is going to be text. So I'm just going to say class. Okay, font bold. Okay, add like this Excel or LG. I think this crop shadow JSON. Okay, fine. Whatever it is added, that is fine. Okay, bold, and then we can go for font sheriff like this. Okay, heading top two. Just give this. That's it. So then here, let us come here. Class flex. Okay, and then justify between. Okay, justify evenly. Okay, justify flex. Justify. We go for cheat sheet. Justify. There is this box properties. I think here justify content. Justify between is the space between property. Justify between. Okay, I think the padding is sizes. Let me ask class PR3. Now it is distributing. Fine, fine. Okay. So for DP, I just want this as my price. So I just say color. I just say for adding color. Okay. I just go for adding color. So it is a text, right? Text, and you can say like red. This was what I want, like this. You can get this, and here you can say class. Let me make this to blue or something like violet, violet. 400 not. Let us go for 800, like this, and then red text for ed red 100, 500, because discount price we need to keep it that big, and then lion through this one. Okay, so here you can add this as MRP, the striker price. You can add a span tag and you can make it as like that. That will be great. So what I can do is I can put this one here. Okay, now not that great method, but you can add a span tag. That will be great. Okay, so I just go and here add like discounted price, or I can add rupees for us like this. Okay, so here you will get like this. Okay, things done. So now the next thing what I want to do is you can create a cart functionality also. Okay, how means here you have this button, right? So in this button you can add a class name or any other default name. Just go and say the class name like this. Clickable click by now. Okay, is the class name. Okay, so now here I just going to say const by now equal to document dot query selector all dot by now. I'm asking this, going here, click here, and just asking console dot log by now, and I just going to say console. You can see we having an empty node list. So the reason is because it is an asynchronous process. So it is a synchronous process. That's like it is. We need to wait until this process to complete. So what you can put is you can call this console inside this function. Inside this function, okay, or you can create a function for cart like this and paste it here, and then here you can run cart function by now is undefined cart function. Okay, add here, add here, add here. Now you can get it. Okay, so the way we are syncing it, that's the reason. Okay, so because I this is an synchronous process, right? Asynchronous process, it need to wait, it is going to wait for this process, so you will not get it. So now I just get this button. So now what I'm going to do is, okay, I just going to create const my cart. Okay, it is going to be an empty array. Okay, so what I'm going to do is by now dot by now is going to be an array. So I just say by now dot for each. Okay, btn is going to be the button. Okay, okay, we're going to have a button, and I just going to say btn. If someone clicks on the button, okay, btn dot just ask for its parent node. Oh, sorry, btn dot add event listener. It's going to be a click event, and here I just going to add an event listener, and then what I want to do is my cart dot push btn dot parent node. Okay, that's it. So now once it is done, Then what I want to do is in console.log, just show me what is my cart. Just show me what is my cart. Okay, just click on here. You can see my cart, what it is adding. The entire div is get adding. So here what you can do is, here you can create another container and you can show it whatever you added in our cart. You can show it in the below pages. Okay, so that's the homework. Okay, so here cart is added, cart is added, add to my cart. And like how we are showing this, create a separate page for your cart and show it to your my cart functionality. That's what your work is to do here. Okay, and or click create a cart functionality, and whatever that is coming here you can add it here. Okay, so that's it for this bookstore application. The sample one, you can do the remaining things, everything is going to be same only. So you can see the search is there, and carousel is there. These all are HTML and CSS going to be same. The functionality is whatever we are seeing, it is going to be typically this one. Okay, so with the help of this one you can create any application. For the front end clone, if you want to make, you can create it. Okay, so the same process, same thing. Use Tailwind CSS as your front end, that will be much more pretty and neater to add. Okay, so that's it for today. See you in the upcoming classes. Thank you all.